What's up, y'all? I'm back, and y'all see the nice topic. I actually posted this like a week ago or something like that. I posted this on one of my Facebook statuses, and this is what I said. I said, for all those who experienced bullying, whether it was when they were a kid or even now, like, did bullying toughen you up? Because I actually I'm gonna go ahead and say this: the majority of us have been victims of bullying to some kind of degree. Whether it was, whether it's been in person, whether it's been physical bullying, teasing, mental, verbal, emotional bullying, psychological bullying, and even bullying over the internet. And I want to know, like, what have been y'all's experiences with being bullied? I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all this right now. Like, I ain't immune to it. I mean, hell, if anything, I was probably bullied more than I don't want to say I was bullied more than anybody else because everybody has different experiences with bullying. But see, here's the thing. What I was bullied for was my height, my size, and believe it or not, I actually got bullied for my skin tone too. I mean, but I have a decent skin tone. I mean, at least my skin's clear. At least my skin don't look like horseshoe leather. But and one of the things I got bullied for too was me being a nerd, being a geek, something like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, it really was kind of tough. I mean, but the thing is, like, everybody's like, well, this is the main thing about bullying is people will tell you, oh, well, you just need to toughen up. Like, everybody gets bullied and something everybody goes through. You just need to toughen up. You need to man up. And the thing is, everybody who gets bullied, we all bottle up that emotion in here. And the thing is, the more you bottle up an emotion like that, the more that it could affect you later on down the line mentally. Because everybody who got bullied, they still carry that insecurity with them, and it makes them think that it makes you think that they're not good enough. Even to this day, like, I'm not a big dude. Never really been that big of a guy. I mean, I've always been like the smallest and the shortest out of all my friends. Like, even right now, I'm 5'5", 140 pounds, maybe 145 pounds on a good day. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was bullied. I mean, for the way I looked or whatever. And I know some of y'all, oh my God, who could bully you? You'd be surprised. But that's one of the things that, well, because I'm gonna tell you this right now, just so that nobody would really physically bother me. Like, my dad put me in a karate class when I was 5 years old. I mean, just to build up my confidence, whatever. And now I'm recently taking martial arts again, and I've been back at it for about 4 years. But thing is, I'm not doing this so nobody would I ain't doing it so nobody will mess with me. I'm doing it for my own physical development and everything, and for fitness and everything. And you know, it's a hobby that I enjoy. Now, the self defense thing, it is kind of a side perk. I mean, I'm pretty sure that nobody will mess with me now, or whatever. But it is what it is with that. No, it made me mean, not stronger. And that's the thing. Like, people really don't take into consideration of the negative things that bullying can do. They used to talk about how big your head was. And some people say, that's not bullying, that's teasing. And teasing is harmless. I mean, but it depends on what level or what degree it was. And believe it or not, this one is a little bit personal. I got bullied for being a virgin too, especially back in high school. And because, high school is nothing but a bunch of macho meathead wannabe alpha males anyway. Oh, niggas like you don't get pussy. You're gonna be a virgin forever. You're gonna be like the 40 Steve Carell from the 40-year-old virgin. No girl will ever want to talk to you. And then I'll be like, all right, bet. I'm gonna get more females than any one of y'all niggas. And most of them got babies that they ain't taken care of, and most of them are strung out on drugs or they've been burnt up by 4 or 5 different STDs. Yeah, but and like I said, the thing is, I actually got bullied by females too, to a certain degree or whatever, or at least, like, even if they didn't really bully me, they didn't really pay me no mind. They just gave me like the shoe, get away from me kind of treatment. And that kind of made me feel like that was something wrong with me. And even to a certain extent to this day, to anybody who ever bullied me or made me feel some type of way, I kind of wanted revenge. I wanted payback for everybody who I feel did me dirty or who made me feel some type of way. I used to lie about not being a virgin for the longest until it actually happened. Yeah, I have a medical condition called Tourette's. I have a tic moments. Even the teacher started laughing at you. Man. See, we carry this stuff with us in our adulthood. If we get bullied in our childhood, in our youth, it sticks with us in our adulthood because it makes us more insecure. Yeah, I kind of agree. It will make you bitter sooner. It will instantly make you stronger. But like for guys, it is a little bit different because my boy Prince, he was like, well, there's a difference between bullying and tough love or whatever. Tough love means you actually get something out of it. Bullying means you're just picking on somebody just because you think that they're beneath you. And like I said, even to a certain extent, like I wanted revenge and payback on my bullies or anybody, whoever. Because the thing is, I even see some people who, kind of picked on me even today. And a lot of them don't look anywhere near what they looked like back in middle school and high school. And then one of the other things about bullying is people is like, well, you were bullied when you were in middle school and high school. That was 10 or 15 years ago. Let it go. And that happened after your first suicide attempt. Wow. But the thing is, it really is because a lot of us are because between the ages of, I'm gonna go ahead and say 10 and 20, when we're still developing physically and mentally, and when we're still learning more and more about ourselves, that's when we're the most insecure. Because it's like people around you, like they notice your every flaw. Like you would feel like that you can't make one single mistake. They notice your every move. They notice your every flaw. And if anything is said about you, you're going to hear about it from other people. God forbid. But yeah, the ultimate revenge that you became a total rock star, clearly. But then I was spending like the past few years wondering how everybody who bullied me or picked on me, I was thinking about, well, how can I get them back? How can I make them pay for what they did? I have those mofos. Have you seen lately? Have you seen those mofos lately? They be eating their own words. I mean, like I said, it is what it is. Like I would never say none of their names or whatever. But I guess if they watching this, then they know who they are. But here's the messed up thing about it is that a lot of the people who bullied you don't even remember bullying you. Hey, you did this to me back in the 10th grade. And then they'd be like, I did? Why? And the thing is, one of two things happen. Either they like, you know what? We were kids back then. We were teenagers. If you felt some type of way, I'm sorry. Or they would be like, well, you need to just toughen up. But, see, here's the thing. But thing is, I won't lie, I did pick up, I kind of had my share of where I was the bully and not the victim too. But here's the thing. If I made somebody feel some type of way, I would always be a man and be like, look, if you felt some type of way or if I made you, feel insecure, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll be a man to say I'm sorry. And I feel like a lot more people should do that just to be the bigger person. And the thing is, like, when I saw somebody getting bullied, like, everybody remembers being bullied. The thing is, that's something that a lot of people, that they bottle that up. But, like I said, I've never forgotten it. But the thing is, it's something that I held on to. I wouldn't say it made me stronger. I wouldn't say it toughened me up. I would say that it's made me more aware of what I need to work on. But really, it doesn't matter what you work on because ain't nobody perfect. The thing is, no matter how or what you do to improve on yourself, but the thing is, if you want to improve yourself, you need to do it for you and not just because somebody, made you feel some type of way or made you feel like you were worthless or insignificant or anything like that. But, it really does have negative effects on me. It affects everybody different because, like I said, a lot of people in bullying gave me really bad social anxiety. I felt the same way too. It felt like that, everybody was watching my every move. Everybody was, because like I said, the top three things that I got bullied for was my size, being a geek, and for the way I talk. And this is one thing that I also got bullied for. This is probably the number one thing that I got bullied for was because of the way I talk. Oh, you talk proper. Why you use big words? Why you try to sound white? That's the biggest thing that I got bullied for when I was in middle school and high school. Why are you trying to sound white? You talk like a white boy. Like, what the hell does sounding white even mean? Like that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest problem I had is like when somebody talk. That's the biggest problem in our black community is when a black man or a black woman talks like they got some sense or they talk like they have a little piece of intelligence in their brain. Everybody want to say that they're trying to be white. So yeah, but that's the problem that I have, like with just my community alone. It's like you can't be a certain way, or you can't you can't better yourself without being judged. Shit, you get judged more for trying to do better than you would for just be running the streets. And that's the messed up thing about it. I showed up in my 10-year high school reunion. I was dead set on showing everyone how cool I became, but it didn't really work. But the thing is, everybody showed up trying to prove something. And that's the thing. When you self-improve, you need to do it for you and not just for revenge. And that's something that I had to learn myself. So yeah, anything that you do, any bit of self-improving that you do, always do it for you, because you will feel better when you do something for yourself. Like when you accomplish it. Because if you do it if you try to flex and stunt just to piss people off, that's an empty accomplishment. So yeah. And the thing is, a lot of the people, they won't really notice because they notice that you're trying to do that. Because, like, I notice when people are trying too hard. I do. I notice when people are trying way too hard to impress somebody. And a lot of the time, that shit backfires. But, yeah, man. I mean, the whole talking white thing, I never really understood that. Because I know some people who are, I know some of the most intelligent brothers who walk this earth. And well, they never really got called out about it. I think that was just me that got really, kind of teased about it or whatever. But thing is, I've seen other black kids get teased for talking proper or for getting good grades or for being raised in good families. They got teased for trying to be white too. I never liked that. And see, I got something to ask y'all too. Like, if y'all saw somebody getting bullied, did you check them? Like, for the person who was getting bullied, did you be like, hey, don't worry about them? Did you console them? Did you make them feel better? Because I saw some people who were getting bullied, and then somebody else came and kicked them while they was down. And shit like that really is not cool. Like, you're supposed to pick people up. You ain't supposed to kick them down. You ain't supposed to kick people while they down. Because that's really is some sucker shit. But, and the thing is, like, if y'all saw a kid getting bullied, like, did you step in and stop him? Because I'm gonna tell y'all this shit. I'm gonna tell y'all this shit right now. This actually happened a couple years ago. I was just chilling. I was walking or whatever. I was going by this basketball court, and I saw this little kid with glasses getting picked on by these 3 kids who were playing basketball. I stopped them. I was like, no, stop picking on this kid. It's not cool. See, if I see somebody getting picked on, regardless of whether they can stand up for themselves or not, I step in. Because the thing is, I wish somebody, when I was getting bullied or picked on, I wish somebody stepped in for me more often. But the thing is, I really did have to pick myself up about it. And the thing is, I didn't really talk to my parents too much about it because I figured that they wouldn't get it or whatever. But, I mean, like I said, that's whatever. Like, but yeah, man. I mean, like I said, it really does suck how, I mean, the thing is, like, in bullying, it ain't even exclusive, as I mentioned, to us being children. Like, there's a lot of grown-ass men and women who are still bullies. And the thing is, bullies are more insecure than the people who they're bullying. David says, hell yeah, it did. Like I said, do you feel like that it made you tougher, or did it make you, like, more harder? Did it like, harden your heart more? A friend of mine was socially all the time. I stayed away from her for fear of being rejected if I associated with her. Sad to admit. And see, that right there, that's another form of bullying. That's a form of indirect bullying. They're like, because a lot of people, what they say goes. They be like, well, this person is a lame, or this person is a geek. And if you associate with them, then you're a geek by association, and we can't associate with you. All right, that's fine. Forget y'all then. Because I'm not going to kiss y'all's ass just to make y'all feel better when this person over here is feeling like shit. So that's something that I'm not going to do. The thing is, because a lot of cliques and a lot of groups and stuff like that was formed too. So they'd be like, well, if we can't, if you want to talk to them, if you want to chill with us, you can't hang out with that group of people. That right there is another form of bullying. Mom came up and hugged me. Thank you. See, that's what we need. That's what we need a hell of a lot more of. I got bullied for having a high pitched voice and not being popular enough. I mean, yeah. And see, a lot of people are insecure about their appearance too. I mean, like I said, I got bullied for being short. As far as appearance, I got bullied for being short. Like, it really is tough being the smallest out of all your friends, especially when all your friends are average size or bigger than you or whatever. But you can always physically improve yourself. But the thing is, like, you need to mentally improve. You need to improve your mind first, because a lot of the people who do bullying are airheads. They don't really got nothing going for themselves too. Besides, a lot of them, they got bullied. They pretty much are getting bullied. They got bullied for the way they look, and that's another thing. Is a lot of people don't talk about this. Is a lot of the people who were bullied, they were the victims first. So they hold that in, and then they take it out on the next weakest person. Like, they probably got bullied at home, or they got bullied, they're getting bullied by a family member, or they got bullied by somebody who they thought was their friend, and they're like, well, I got bullied, so I'm going to take it out on everybody else who's under me. I felt that way, but the thing is, I was always under the impression, or I was always under the notion that if you're going to pick on somebody, you pick on somebody your own size. That's what you're always supposed to do. But bullies don't think like that, because a lot of bullies are cowards. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Straighten up the camera. But yeah, I mean, but like, what are some of you guys' experiences with bullying, and what you had to do? Like, the thing is, like, even in your adult years, I mean, because a lot of us right now are in our mid to late 20s and even early 30s. Like, how did y'all overcome that? Like, did you really get over it? Did you really, like, just take it on the chin and just going about your day? Because there were some people who got bullied and it didn't even affect them. And the thing is, that pissed the bullies off even more. Because it's like, damn, what I'm doing to this person, or I'm trying to clown this person, I'm trying to make fun of them, and it's not working because they're ignoring me. It's true that if you ignore them, if you don't give somebody power over you, they can't use it against you. But the thing is, popularity is temporary. Now, I mean, it's to the point where I don't really give a damn about popularity. Popularity doesn't pay bills. Popularity doesn't make sure that your parents and your grandparents are healthy. It doesn't really mess with it doesn't affect your health either. So yeah, I still get bullied and it's hard to get over. Like I said, a lot of people really don't have anything better to do. And it sucks that, I mean, there's people out there who are just mean spirited. There's some people out there who are insecure and just shitty people. And their day isn't complete unless they fuck up somebody else's. Those kind of people are pathetic. And the thing is, if they really feel that way, there's something psychologically wrong with them. Did my bullying make me stronger? The thing is, to beat me, I mean, like, if somebody picked on me or tried to, like, clown me or whatever, like me, I've always been good at using my words. The thing is, like, my homeboy Tavon, shout out to him, he said, well, I got bullied and picked on too until I learned how to roast them back. The thing is, like, if you're smart and if you're quick-witted and if you know how to make jokes and stuff like that too, people will back off and leave you alone. Now, as far as as far as physical bullying, as far as people trying to put their hands on you, no. Like, I've had that happen a couple of times, but the thing is, like, now it'll never happen again, because if I see something, the thing is, if somebody even tries to press me in that way, if I feel disrespected in the slightest, bam, you go off on them. You just take off on their ass right there and you finish them, and you don't stop until somebody pulls you off. You crack their fucking head open. But I'm not that. I know that can't. I know that's kind of uncharacteristic of me because I'm not a violent person. But I even said this in my other video. I was like, man, I'm against violence. I'm not a violent person, but I'm not against self-defense. I'm not against somebody protect. If you feel threatened in any kind of way, if you feel somebody's invading your space, or if you feel like somebody is gonna harm you, do not be afraid to take off on their ass. Because I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Hello, Erica Slursberg. But yeah, I've been through every kind of bullying, even cyberbullying. They say everybody has, because there's especially like these little corny roast groups. There's like people who will. I mean, and a lot of y'all might not think though. A lot of y'all might not think this, but like some people who are in like group chats or whatever, or have like a private group or whatever, and they will try to make fun of somebody by posting their pictures or whatever, something like that. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. I always just felt like if you gotta make yourself feel better or feel bigger just to put somebody else down, that's the corniest shit that somebody could ever do. Because in the time of days that we live in right now, we need to be trying to uplift each other instead of trying to put each other down. And bullying is the lowest form of doing. It's the lowest form of trying to do that. It's always been corny to me. I would never try to, like I said, I've had my share where I've tried to bully somebody or I've tried to pick on somebody who I felt like wasn't as smart as me. With me, it was a psychological thing. You can be a psychological bully too. You don't always, the thing is, bullying doesn't always have to be physical or verbal. There's mental bullies too. But the thing is, mental bullying, that's the best way to beat a physical bully. Always use your mind. Always use your head. Never be afraid to show that you're smarter than somebody. Because a lot of bullies, they ain't really that bright anyway. But yeah. Now, as far as your revenge on bullies, like what can you do to get revenge on them? One, ignore them, don't pay them no mind. Two, walk right past them. I mean, and the thing is self-improvement. The best way to beat a bully is to do better than that person. Do better than them. I've been bullied by those who want to be my friend today. I don't understand. You want to know why? Because they see what a cool person you are and they ain't got nothing else going for themselves. Now they want to be a part of your circle. That's pretty much what it is. And the thing is, you know what revenge you can get on them is instead of ignoring them, instead of turning them away, you can extend the hand to them. You can shake their hand. Because I'll be honest, one of the people who bullied me back in the day, I saw him, and the thing is, he apologized for bullying me. And I was like, you know what? I'll let it go. I'll accept your apology. One of my bullies ended up being one of my friends. And the thing is, like I said, some situations like that, I guess in that regard in that situation is where bullying kind of can toughen you up and it can make you stronger. I forgot who made this quote, but I think it was like an old Revolutionary War quote. It says, "Here's how it went: We destroy our enemies when we make friends with them," and that's true. The more people you got on your side, the more people you got on your team, the stronger you become. True, ignoring a bully never works. They use that as a weakness. Like I said, it depends on the person doing it. Because if that bully sees that you're not getting to, if that bully sees that what they saying isn't getting to you, then they go on and try to bully somebody else. Bullying definitely gave me the fire under my ass to get me where I am today, but it also still messed with me in certain ways. Like I said, it's true because we all kind of feel insecure about certain. The thing is, because nobody's perfect, everybody has something that they're insecure about. We all get. The thing is, we all got to go to bed at night, and we all got to get up in the mirror to brush our teeth and wash our face and stuff like that. That's the thing is that you're never gonna be perfect. Well, or it's like is my skin clear enough? Am I attractive or pretty enough? Are my teeth white enough? Am I tall enough? Am I too short? Am I too fat? Am I too skinny? Is my skin too dark? Is my skin too light? Am I gonna be pretty enough for this person that likes me? Does the person who I like me back? We all deal with that stuff on a daily basis. And the thing is, like the more you surround yourself with people who like you and are like you, the stronger that you will be. And yeah, that's something that people need to understand. But yeah, bullying, it can be a motivational tool. It really can give you the drive to improve yourself. But like I said, for people who are going through bullying, and who using bullying as motivation for self-improvement, always improve for you. Always be the best you can be for yourself in here and up here. Because the thing is, people can't. The thing is, like this. I mean, the thing is, even if somebody can beat, if somebody teaches you, makes fun of you, even if they whoop your ass and beat you within an inch of your life, this is something that you can't break. You can't break. The thing is, like, you can't break somebody here. Well, actually, yes, you can, because you can break somebody's heart by bullying, or some people would say that rejecting is a form of bullying too. And like, when the thing is, everybody feels that way to a certain degree. If we like somebody who don't like us, that kind of messes with us too, because a lot of us feel like that we're not good enough. So a lot of us, they carry that in their, they carry that hatred in their heart with them, and they're like, well, man, if I'm not good enough for this person, what makes me think that anybody else who is not better than that person is gonna like me either? And you shouldn't feel to think that way about yourself. Like, never, don't ever. The thing is, everybody who watching this, don't ever sell yourself short. Don't make yourself feel insignificant just because you might not be liked by one person, and it might be for the dumbest reason. But yeah, like making somebody else feel like crap just to make yourself feel bigger is ridiculous. Like I said, I don't really see why people. Like I said, I don't see why people do it, but I guess the main reason why is because people are insecure themselves, and this might hit closer to home for some of y'all, but there's a lot of shitty parents out here. It's a lot of them. And the thing is, a lot of them are not parents to their children. And sometimes being a bully is the only way that some of those kids even really got any attention. And that's sad. It's like, well, I ain't getting no love from mommy and daddy. And, mommy and daddy is giving my brother and sister more attention than me. So I need to go to school and be a bully. That's the only way I can get respect. And the thing is, when stuff like that happens, that is more of a psychological thing, and that really is sad. That the only way that you can feel like you can get any kind of love or respect is for you to put other people down. And the thing is, like, I see it out here today. Like, that's something that I've even seen. I've seen, people real life go through this shit. I've seen people feel like that they weren't good enough, so they take it out on other people. But hopefully that's something that they grew, and that's something that they grew out of, and something that they learned from. And hopefully they are in their kids' lives and they tell their kids that that's not the way. Did anybody in here get bullied by their siblings? Not really my siblings. Not, matter of fact, not at all by my siblings, because I'm the oldest. But I do see bullying happen between family members and stuff like that. And like I said, a lot of people feel like, oh, instead of like, bullying nowadays, it has more awareness, because there's some kids who have taken their lives and committed suicide because they got bullied. And then, like I said, you got some of those people who are like, well, those people, instead of letting bullying affect you in that way, you need to just swallow your pride. You need to just toughen up. You need to stop being a little, what. Stop being a little bitch and just, man up on them or woman up on them. Don't let what, but the thing is, that right there can be tough too, because when it comes to that, you got to pick your battles. Like, you got to decide whether you want to fight back or if you want to choose your words. Because because whether it comes to fighting physically or whether it comes to arguing, I'm going to tell y'all this. You can't win them all. You really can't win them all. You're going to lose some battles. You're going to lose some arguments. You're going to lose some fights. You can't win them all. I used to be a semi-bully because I was insecure. Didn't last long. Never do it again. Facts. Like, because you don't ever want to see somebody go through that again. And the thing is, it's because bullying, people who got bullied, or like the people who were, the bullies, karma caught up to them in the worst way. It really did. Oh. So, yeah.
Sorry, Jay. Jay's gonna kill me, Mom.
Sorry about that. But yeah, you have a nice smile. You're not ugly. Try to be strong. Facts. For real. And like I said, there needs to be more encouraging and more uplifting instead of like putting people down. But like there's some people who really did get bullied for the stupidest things. Like bullying somebody for being a nerd is ridiculous. Because those nerds help people out with yes, first video bomb. That was my sister. But yeah. But yeah, the first I mean like I never understood why nerds got bullied. I mean, because there's people. I mean, because like even when I was going to school or whatever, there's people who got bullied for like in comic books and like in video games and even like in anime. Did y'all notice? Like, and that's the thing. But did y'all notice that nowadays being a nerd is considered being in style? Cause I tell y'all this, I got bullied, or me and a couple other people, we got not really hardcore bullied, but like teased a little bit for liking Dragon Ball Z. And y'all know that I'm a huge ass Dragon Ball Z fan. I'm like, why would you tease somebody for liking a comic book or liking an anime or something like that? So yeah, like I said, I would never. The thing is, like, why would you make somebody feel some type of way just because they're into different stuff than you? And that's something. That's why a lot of people are afraid to be themselves. A lot of people feel like that's made people insecure too. The stuff you got bullied for is whack for having nice parents. Yeah, and that's one thing I got bullied for. Especially they wasn't with us shooting in the gym. Facts. But yeah, I got bullied. I mean, because like I said, it's not common in a like, especially in a black family, because two parent households in black communities are not really that common. I actually really did get bullied, or actually got trying to teach like, oh, you think you better than us just because you came from a two parent household. You think just because your mom and dad is in your life that you're better than us. I never said that. You did. I used to get treated differently because I was a huge wrestling and Pokemon fan. I'm 30 years old and I still am to this day. It ain't nothing wrong with that. And that's the thing. Everybody thinks that it's strange or weird to be different. It ain't nothing wrong with being different. The thing is, if we all this world, I'm gonna tell y'all this one. I'm gonna tell y'all this one thing. This world would be boring as hell if all of us were the same. This material shit of mine are facts. It really is. I heard that a lot too because my pops was around and he was very active. That's something, and like I said, in the black community, that's one of the worst things to get bullied and picked on for. Did you try to break your parents up to fit in? I would never. Mm-mm. Nah. Mm-mm. Never. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who get bullied for, stupid things. Like, you can, and see, here's the thing. I understand people who bully somebody because they don't got nothing either. But there's people who have everything and try to shit on people who have less than them. Like, somebody, like I said, let's just say if you drive a fancy car and you bully somebody because they walk to work every day. They probably working hard to provide for their mother, their kids, or whatever. And so they walk into work 6 to 10 miles a day just to put food on the table. They might not be able to afford a car. They might not be able to afford a cab a couple times a week. Don't pick on somebody because of that. I can imagine. Like I said, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Like if you sitting around bullying somebody because they ain't got a car, guess what? You can get in a car accident and get crippled one of these days. And that's going to be your karma. And that's the thing. That's why I treat people the way I want to be treated. Because guess what? The bill comes due. I'm telling y'all. The thing is, karma works in mysterious ways. The universe works in mysterious ways. And the thing is, I love to see it. I like to see people get their good karma, and I like to see people get their bad karma. And see, here's the thing. Like me, I can say that I'm a nerd. I can go ahead and tell y'all that. I'm a nerd. I like nerdy stuff. But guess what? I'm not insecure about it anymore. I embrace it. those weird people still worried about being popular too. Yeah, but like I said, me, I embrace my weirdness. Searching validation for people that don't even like you. And that's the thing. It's because it's going to make them feel better. But guess what? The second that they're done giving you attention, they're going to go on to somebody else. So fake affection doesn't last either. So why are you going to try to impress somebody who doesn't give a damn about you or your situation? And yes, like I said, my friend, karma does work in mysterious ways. But yeah, that's like I said. I didn't. I really didn't want to. Would I go to my high school reunion? I did, and TFK. But do you know that I had to reintroduce because of the way I look now? I had to reintroduce myself to some of the people who I went to elementary school, middle school, and high school with because I look completely different than what I did now. I look completely different from now from what I did back then. I have to like look them dead in the eye and be like, you don't remember me? It's me. But yeah, I mean, it really is funny how that works. Like I said, I don't wish any ill will towards anybody. And that's the thing. If y'all were bullied by somebody, don't wish any ill will towards them. Because did I enjoy it? Did I enjoy what? But yeah, if you were a victim of bullying, don't wish any ill will towards your enemies because do I talk to the people that bully me now? Like I said, I mean, you probably missed this early, but like I said, the thing is, recently I actually befriended one of my bullies because he says he knows that he gave me a hard time, when I was in school or whatever. He picked on me for being little, but he said he didn't really mean nothing by it and he apologized. And I shook his hand. Was everyone blown away? I guess a few people were kind of blown away from how different I looked back then. I mean, how different I looked, how different I look today as opposed to back then. I mean, it's like, wow, you look good now. Because I guess I was an ugly duckling. Well, I guess I wasn't really an ugly duckling. Hold on, wait. I still got my. All right, y'all see this? This is me at age 5. I was 5 years old right here. You see this? My skin was a little bit darker. I had a big head. I still got the same cheeks though. Y'all notice I still got the same cheeks. Let's see. Oh my god. Y'all see those ears? My ears were huge. And I remember and yo, I can talk about this now. And the thing is, like, some of the stuff I got bullied for, even I can laugh about it myself now. Because I used to have, the thing is, like, I was short, but I had long ass arms. Like, even right now, I got like basketball player and football player reach. Like, I was short, I had a bald head, I had, the kids used to call me E.T. In elementary school, they called me E.T. Long ass fingers, long ass arms, and a big ass forehead. The kids called me E.T. That's one of the things I got bullied for in elementary school. Like I said, now I can look back on it and laugh. But back then, it hurt my feelings. Same size head it grew with you. I guess I had to grow into it a little bit, but yeah. Our revenge was not attending weddings, so-called frenemies. Yeah. Hey, Kaylee. But yeah, I guess, and the thing is, I guess that's a case of because a lot of us were not that attractive when we were kids. We had to glow up or whatever. A lot of people feel insecure because they might not have been as handsome or attractive as the people who got all the attention in school. But in the Hip Hop Bible, verse 281, chapter 330, section 8004, in the words of the immortal Mike Jones, Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me. Oh shit. But yeah, but y'all, the thing is, like, a lot of people, they really do glow up. And I'm proud of everybody who grew up. And also the people who was the shit, they look a mess now. Also, I'm gonna break open my hip hop Bible again. In the verse of 50 Cent. Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. The fuck happened to you? Yeah, have y'all noticed that shit? Like, a lot of the people who y'all look like, a lot of people who y'all went to high school with, who was popular back then, a lot of them are either strung out on drugs, got like 5 or 6 kids, all by different people, and they look horrible. They look terrible. They look a mess. And I'm like, dude, why the hell are you 35 and you look 50? You got gray hairs in your beard, your hairline's receding, and you look like bruh man from Martin. So yeah, Bree says I hate you. Snap. You need to go to bed, but you're not wrong. You damn right I'm not wrong. But yeah, I mean, so many kids. But like I said, not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with being a parent. But a lot of dudes out here be having like 5 and 6 kids, all by different baby mamas, and some females be popping out a different baby every 2 years. And it's like, come on, you ain't popped out the baby. It's hard for you to raise the kids you got, and now you popping out 2 more. What part of the game is that? I felt insecure and I was attractive, but I got bullied for being a girl who was full bloomed at a young age. And yeah, that's the thing. Because some people are early bloomers. Yeah. And you'll get, the thing is, when you're an early bloomer, you will attract a lot of attention. And all of it will not be good. The majority of it will not be good. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. And nobody's in a relationship or married. They're just having kids. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can have as many kids as you want, and I don't really give a damn. I mean, at least take care of them. At least be a parent to them. At least be a father to them. At least be a mother to them or whatever. But come on now. It was not good attention at all. But yeah. But to the people who really did, who didn't let bullying bother them, I salute you. And for the people who actually got through, if you were bullied and you got through it, if you did not let it break you, I salute y'all even more. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all are a hell of a lot stronger than people give y'all credit for. And that's coming from the heart. I was not getting emotional. There was something in my eye. I tried to stay away and they called me weird. They called you fat because you wouldn't give in. Cause see, people do things like that because they're insecure. Your sisters and brothers bullied you too. And that question was asked earlier, like if you were bullied by siblings. Like I said, to me that never really happened because I was the oldest. But yeah. And yes, you've been crying during this whole live. Wow. But like I said, I mean, I'm actually glad that I can actually get this off of my chest. You thought it was hug time. Nah. Like I said, there was something in my eye. Like, I got allergy eyes. Like, y'all, like I said, forgive me. But yeah. But like I said, I'll let you guys. I'm gonna let you guys go because I've been going on for about 45 minutes now. I'll probably be back on here for like soon just to talk about another topic. But yo, I want y'all to thank. I want to thank y'all for allow me to get this off my chest and to actually vent and talk to you about. I mean, this is really good release therapy for me. But anyway, thank you guys for listening, and I'll be on this podcast again soon. Y'all take care and y'all have a good night. Peace.